Welcome, everyone. I am excited to have you watching me. My name is Douglas Pinch. That's Douglas, not Doug. Doug is something that you do past tense to a whole. My name is Douglas, Douglas Pinch. I am a simple man. Let's see, I am between apartments, as it were. So for the time being, I am living in my mother's house. She's living with me at the moment. But yeah, things are going to pick up very quick. I'm sure of it. Yeah, I feel good. Well, enough about me. I am here to tell the children of the world a Christmas story. A favorite of mine. It's "Twas the Night Before Christmas." Yeah, I love telling stories. I love it. It's a great pastime for me. But I cannot tell the stories directly to the children, so this will have to do. Yeah, that's. But I believe, by the power of Christmas, that the the judge will take back that ruling, and I'll be a much better and happier man. Yeah. Okay. Well, 'twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Shut up, Mom! Okay. Did, did you hear? No, we're good. Okay. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care. Oh, I think, yeah, we forgot. Oh, well, it's fine. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Yeah, I got a lot of trouble last time I told this story. But, it's in my own defense, I thought a flash mob was something much different. So, but, we can move on and just become stronger and happier people. Yeah. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap. Well, I wear hats a lot. I know it's not very obvious, but I'm a balding man. And so I feel much more comfortable with a cap on top of my head. Had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. That's for those of you who don't know what a clatter is, that's like if you get angry at your neighbor and you forgot to take your meds, so you tip over their garbage can and just throw it all over their lawn, trying to get them to take a hint that it's 11 o'clock at night and you're just trying to get some sleep. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. Yeah, and just referencing back the flash mob. Don't do anything until you look it up. There are a lot of mistakes to be made on that one. Tore open their shutters and threw up a sash. I never understood that line. I don't, maybe it has something to do with drinking too much during the holidays. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. Okay, a lot of words in here that need to be looked up. When it says luster in this case, it is not talking about being more active than you should be. Just talk to your parents. Yeah, I really shouldn't get into that one. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Just itty bitty reindeer. I mean, that, Santa Claus, he's a fat man, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a slavery deal that's going on there. He really, if you see him, let the authorities know. And we really need to stop that. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. I tried to pass myself off as Saint Nicholas one time. The police didn't believe me, and I was in the hole overnight. It was, they had cable, so it's not that bad. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. I used to go to strip clubs a lot during the holidays to try and find some sense of compassion. There were a lot of women there that were named many of the same names as the reindeer, referenced here. Cupid, Vixen, dollar bills, that kind of thing. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mounts to the sky. I don't understand that line. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. There's a misconception that St. Nicholas is delivering the toys, but that sleigh is full of toys because he's been taking them from children. He's a dangerous man. Just look out for him. And anyone who says they are St. Nicholas, they're lying. The real one, he doesn't come down here anymore. He's afraid, of terrible things. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. Luckily, I had a fire going, and that stopped him right in his tracks. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. There's a group that is against such things as wearing fur. They say, it's cruelty to animals. But then, when you try and show up without any clothing, then, there's no happy middle ground with those people. Yeah. A bundle of toys was flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. An evil man. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. Now imagine that. You ever seen any of those exorcism movies? Yeah, when you see the demons, it seems like they have this wreath of smoke going around their heads, doesn't it? Yeah. So Saint Nicholas, he's just making fun at that point. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. Jackasses. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread, because I was already dead. I'm kidding, that's not a line. That's not. That was a joke. Yeah. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. Now, okay, let's look at that line there. Laying his finger aside of his nose. Yeah, he was digging up in there. So before he leaves, it's like, I just got to take care of something here real quick. No problem. Yeah. It's not like your furniture's that nice anyway, right? jackass. He sprung to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like a down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." But The Night Before Christmas, that is my very favorite story. It's much better than that awful Frosty the Snowman. You know, that's talking about a person melting. It's twisted. That's sick.